Hey, good afternoon, heavy hitters. Welcome to another episode of OG Badgers Heavy Hitters. Sitting down with my boy Jay. Mostly, we just been having some laughs, reminiscing. Um, Jay's recently fucking was distributed some bad news. You know, he's pretty much riddled with cancer, and he wants to fucking reach out there and hopefully try and bring a positive message to some youngster that may be on the fence, maybe screwing up. And so, if any of this shit sounds glorious, we were the fortunate. We're the fortunate. We made it out. You know what I mean? We're old men, but we made it out. You know, and that's not going to be everybody's story, I can assure you. You know, body bags are steady in California. We're just going to go with California. You know, catching permanent time is steady in California now. It's not like the old days. The reason we were able to blow up, certain cars were able to blow up so quickly is because a murderer carried, 18 months in the shoe? You know? I mean, it was no humans involved, and that's how it was looked at. You know, it was a lot harder to be found guilty of something because you were taking the word of another convict, I mean, inmate, whatever you want to call it, and fucking that's who your witnesses were, and that shit just they weren't willing to take the time or the money to risk it, and you'd get a little 18 months, 24 months in a shoe. So therefore, the fear factor, also known as respect, was able to blow up so bad. You know, that's not the story today. Today, for everything you do, every fucking weapon you're caught with, manufacturing weapons, introducing weapons to the Department of Corrections, anything along those lines, you're going to be completely charged with, right?
Pretty much.
Get caught with a syringe. My boy Whitey up at Susanville, he's a PFT instructor, got found a syringe in the closet that he had access to, and he received fucking 10 years for that. So the game has changed. In fact, there's nothing fun about the game. You know, we were just talking inside about how we miss the camaraderie sometimes, you know, the loyalty that was there. And it's like going to war. I'm not comparing ourselves to our brave veterans that go out there, but it's going to war in a lot of forms. You learn to rely and trust on somebody, and when they say they're going to do something, their word is fucking solid, or else they're no good. There's no U-turns. You know, how do you feel about that?
You're not going nowhere. You know, you're living in a box and you're living on a yard, and
Gotta stick to your word.
You're not going to go anywhere. You're not leaving. You will be held accountable. So it's best to just keep your opinions, you know, yourself or whatever. You know, is what I did, and I watched a lot of shit happen. It takes a toll on you. It makes you harder on as far as humanity goes.
Jaded.
Jaded is a nice word. You know, when you look at somebody and they're just going down in a pile of blood, and the only thing you can think of is, I better not get any on me. And I
115 for sure.
Right. You know, so you become used to the conditions, and you may say, I said I wouldn't let that place change me, but after YTS and Preston and California Youth Authority, you know, it wasn't but a hot minute before I was already doing all that and more.
Yeah,
and I wanted to. I didn't have to have anybody ask me. I was young.
Raising your hand.
Yeah,
I got
pretty
this.
much. Yeah, you know.
I got this.
Yeah, you want to be the first one through that cell door. You know, or the first one out that cell
First
door.
one out.
You know. So you end up with a lot of stuff, and hopefully you can carry some part of humanity with you as you go through your life. You know, and use your heart more than I'd say your mind. You know.
Using your mind is a very powerful tool in there.
It's good.
It's what makes you you. You know.
It's good, you know, but you're gonna have to get aside of all the, well, I shouldn't, you know, I'm really trying to be a better person.
Can't do all that.
Don't, just don't.
the more evil you are, the more respect you have coming, the more people fear you, and the more they stay away from you.
If someone strikes you once, you strike them back twice.
For sure.
Harder.
So
that's the rule.
in California, in California, we go up to 4 yards, level 4, 180 shoe, ADSEG, PHU. So level 4 is where the highest we go. I mean, there's really no need beyond that, you know. And I guess a lot of these other states that go up to like level 22. You know what I mean? Like, I don't get all that. Level 6, like, I don't personally get all that. You're housed with whoever the fuck you're housed with. You may be there for a burglary, but your celly's a murderer. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't matter. They don't care. You're seen all the same. Everybody is seen the same. So, California doesn't feel it's necessary to blow up to level 22, right? You know?
No, they got something for you.
So, yesterday we were talking and Magic pulled a magic trick on us and fucking didn't get no audio in it, so we're gonna have to recut the story today. If you guys want to find Magic, he's around. He's getting a little smile on his face right now. So, what we're gonna discuss today is, remember we had discussed that another cat had said that somebody had tried to cut the body up and flush him down the toilet and, you know, have the cell all clean and dialed in and fucking the body disposed of before count time.
Yeah.
So, now you said you witnessed something, not firsthand, you didn't have fucking inside his cell shot, but you had a pretty good view of what was happening on this type of situation, right?
I saw inside the cell afterwards, after all the work was done. It was a big, huge dude and a little tiny guy.
Which one got killed?
The big guy.
The big guy got killed?
The big guy got killed and cut apart with a masking razor. It's about this long and has one side that's steel, so you could, you know, cut off tape when you're painting. Well, I used one of those on him all night and hacked him to pieces and tried to flush him down the toilet. I'm sure he got some of it down, but it's not taking wet bones. So I kind of find the story that we heard a little hard to
swallow,
believe, you know. So another shot swallower, you know, in the level 6.
Yeah.
You know, people that have been there in those places and situations are not going to come out and go, yeah, I'm a tough guy. Because we're not tough and we know it. We're flesh and blood, you know, and we're just as susceptible to the next thing.
And one of my favorite lines is, if you're really crazy, fucking smile and enjoy the day.
Yeah, pretty much.
You know, if you're really all that fucking nutty, hey man, smile. Have a great day. You know what I mean? That'll fucking freak somebody out, right?
If someone's trying to get at you, I can give you 10 different ways. You know, if someone's trying to get you pissed off, they say, misery loves company. Smile at them. Tell them you need a hug. You know, go on about your business. Don't let them get at you and control your life to where it takes about 5 seconds for, you know, someone to end a life.
Yeah, and 2 lives, because yours is done too.
They say if you're on the revenge trip, you better dig 2 graves, one for them and one for you. Right. And I believe that.
So you had actually witnessed something along the lines of what happened. I mean, we didn't get the cutting where they pulled the bag out.
All right,
so
all right.
Why don't you just start from the beginning of the story?
We you know, do our nighttime lockup. We get released in the morning. We get released late. They drag a bag out, and as the bag went down the stairs, there was nothing inside the body bag resembling a body. It went like this, all liquid. And that was the guy that got hacked up with the razor blade and attempted toilet flushing. And then I went
big guy.
And then I went and looked in the cell, because yeah, there's always somebody that's got something for you. So
size does not matter, guys. You can't beat the numbers. Both of us have had the shit stomped out of us on numerous occasions, and you know, some of the I'm not even gonna go into that, but like, people are like, you're always getting beat up. Hell yeah, I've been beat up plenty.
When you're young, you end up stepping on a lot of toes and fighting a lot. And it comes with it. It's kind of part of the territory. And maybe if you get a little older and a little wiser, you step a little bit back from it, you know, and try and not step on as many toes. Try and be a little nicer to people. Things like that. You know, a lot of my friends, the nicest people I've ever met, were doing all day. I've had some of them. One of them, I know for sure, saved my life. I was on my way to do something that I wanted to do, and he short-stopped me, saw where I was going, and told me, he goes, hey, you know what, Jay? He goes, you want to be like me? You want to be doing life without possibility of parole? He goes, or you could drive the car for both of you, your car. He's in there, even if you don't like him, treat him like a drunk. And just drive the car for both of you so you don't end up getting life. And I turned around, and I changed my mind. And I was over 2 soups, which was like 50 cents.
Right.
You know, but it was the principle.
Principle's
So
everything.
people die
there.
on principle in there.
For sure.
You know, it got straightened out. You know, I got my little pay. You know, instead of being so impatient. But
So I try and lace these guys up should they end up going into the system. Some of the things that you're liable to get checked over, you know, is grabbing the rail in the chow hall. We don't touch the rail in the chow hall because every other race is touching the rail in the chow hall, itching their nuts, fucking touching it. We don't observe what another man has in his cell. You know, cell etiquette is to definitely not spit in the sink. You know, I mean, is this how your cells ran?
piss sitting down.
Right, pee sitting down generally. If you got to, you know, break ass, you fucking, depending if it's a door or whatever, you just walk over the door, or flush, sit down and flush while you're breaking ass. Because a lot of those situations will get you twisted up quick with somebody who might even love you. I mean, I always say love you as another individual, as a man that fucking he relies on and shares some cell time with, but you know what I mean? You bust one too many farts on a bad day, somebody's liable to fucking pill your cap.
Yeah.
You know, do you have any other ideas, like stopping on the track? We don't stop on the track in other races areas. And you
step in the wrong. They'll just listen, you know, and they're gonna give you a rundown, like he's giving you a rundown. If you do have the unfortunate life to be going where you're going, you probably already know about what time it is, but you're going to learn that there's a lot more rules that are
subject to change.
Yeah, if you step on the wrong, they'll show you your boundaries, where you can walk, where you can sit, who you can talk with. And in general, people don't like to hear too much sniveling. You know, about, oh, woo, woo, my old lady, this or that.
Who gives a fuck?
We don't really give a shit, are you hitting this weekend or not?
Yeah,
you know, that's the kind of shit you want to know about. We don't really, you know, care too much about anything other than what we can get, what we can use you for. I mean, what good are you? You know, especially if somebody's going to have to carry you and you're fucking up. You know, and you're young and you're getting in wrecks, and they're pulling you out of them, keeping you in a job or wherever, in a position where you can do something. I don't know. When you come out, you're going to get $200 gate money. And if you're coming from up north, you probably have about 30, 40 bucks left. When you walk out of the parole office, and you'll be like, all your friends are not there. Mine weren't.
Especially if you've done calendars upon calendars. Now there's McDonald's where fucking mom and pop shop used to be, and you know, like the whole city changes, man.
Yeah.
And we come out changed as well. You know.
You did it like a 20-year stretch, right? The amount of time you did, you came out to a whole other world. My issues were like 5 years here, 4, 3.
Doesn't
But
matter.
I kind of wished
anyway.
I never even got out, because it was just more of a, yeah, you can't make it. Ah, you're a failure. Ah, blah. None of the stuff was true, but I believed it at that time.
Life on the installment
You know,
plan,
yeah,
what we call it.
You're doing life on the installment plan. It's good because, you know, you grew up with guys doing that. You know, some guys make it, some guys don't. Some guys you never hear from again, and those are probably the ones that make it.